right now, the fight continues tonight for money to be restored to technical education programs in Arizona. A measure now returning to the Arizona House after a small change was made by the state Senate. Today's vote on restoring the money comes after the vote was supposed to happen yesterday. Lawmakers got on the same page, and now the funding bill has one more hurdle to clear before heading to Governor Doug Ducey's desk for his signature. Craig Thomas is joining us now in the Live Center to tell us just how many students would be impacted by this funding cut. Craig?
Well, here are the numbers that we're talking about. Getting most of the money back would be great news for the more than 15,000 students who are enrolled in the programs just here in Pima County. The programs do things like train students to become car mechanics or prep them to go to nursing school. The tech education program faced a $30 million cut this year. However, this new bill that the Arizona House needs to vote on would refund $28 million of that. It would put that money back. So the question is, what happens to the people who rely on the other $2 million? KLD News 13's Craig Reck is live, new at 6 tonight, to tell us exactly what happens without that money. Craig.
Craig, JTED accepts students regardless of their high school education all the way up to 22 years old. And you can see some of the fire service students going through PT behind me right there. Now, until now, that $2 million difference would mean Pima JTED and the other two of the largest programs in the state, well, they wouldn't have any state money to pay for those other students. The welding program at Marana High has some students leaving with state certifications. For half a dozen students each year, they're already working jobs before graduation, like Austin Bott.
We're in the shop every day working on stuff. It's really hands-on, and you get to see the inside of what you actually get to do.
JTED money paid for these simulators several years ago. The program is so popular that they plan to add a second shop on campus. But last year's $30 million cut put that on hold. Teachers didn't know what to expect.
Having that funding taken away was a little nerve-wracking there for a little bit, and I started reaching out to a lot of my industry partners and seeing what they could do to help us out.
News that the money is on the way back is a win for JTED as a whole, but administrators still face a tough decision. No more money for students who aren't enrolled in a local high school. It's a price too big for administrators to cover themselves, so dropouts, older students, even some current seniors could be out of an education.
We have kids currently who need a second year to complete the program, and we'll have to figure that one out because I really feel we're obligated. We've taken these kids in and we are providing the education for them. I'll have to figure out a way to fund it for next year.
Dr. Storm says one of the options would be charging tuition to those non-traditional students. Now, he's watching closely what's happening in Phoenix because of this cut. He's hoping that it'll hold off until at least July 1st, so they won't have to worry about the 185 non-traditional students currently enrolled this year. Reporting live, Craig Reck, KLD News 13, live, local, late breaking.
Thank you, Craig. We will stay on top of this.